Hello, morning, Eddie. I just wondered what your thinking was on reverting to the World Cup back row for this match.
Well, we feel that's our strongest back row for this game. Playing against Ireland, who are the strongest poaching team in the world, the number one poaching team in Europe. We need a aggressive, low to the ground back row, and Sam Underhill and Tom Curry outstanding in that area.
Morning, Eddie. Just speaking more generally about the game, how big a test are you expecting from Ireland this weekend?
Well, Ireland were very happy with their dominant performance against Wales. And we know they're a very well coached team. I know Andy Farrell very well. They'll be well prepared. And they'll come to Twickenham with a point to prove, which always makes them dangerous. So it's the most important game of the year for us. And I'm sure for them, they're treating exactly the same way. So it's a huge step up from what we've been encountered in the last couple of games.
You say it's the most important game of the year. Why do you say that above, the Six Nations matches you've already played?
Because it's the next game.
Thank you.
Duncan, we'll come to you next, please.
Hi, Eddie. Could you just elaborate on the point that you think Ireland have to prove when they come to Twickenham on Saturday?
Well, the Irish and England games are always big. It's like when we go to Lansdowne Road or whatever the commercial name is now. It's a huge game. It's a traditional rival game. And it's a game we both want to win dearly. They're always tough, engrossing, hard-fought encounters, and Saturday's going to be exactly the same.
Sure. Have you noticed any extra levels of energy or intensity from the players this week, knowing that it's Ireland you're playing on Saturday?
Well, our intensity is always pretty good, but definitely there's a bit more edge around the place. All the guys know that Ireland's a very, very tough team. What was it, 18 months ago, they were ranked number one in the world. So it shows you the class and the ability of this team. And we know we've got to be at our best to get the result we want to get.
Do we have any other questions for the live section?
Yeah, hi Eddie. Mitch here at Reuters. Have you felt that the players are really getting used to this idea of playing without fans now? They've obviously, most of them played quite a few club games without fans. Now they've had a couple of internationals. And the same for you. Is it still kind of feel really weird, or is it all becoming normal now?
Oh, we're just grateful, mate. We're grateful for the opportunity to play top level rugby, the highest level of rugby in an environment now where things are so difficult. You just got to have a look at the number of people that are being infected each day with the coronavirus, the number of people dying each day. I was talking to one of our players who's in their family, 3 people lost their jobs. It's a difficult time, and for us to have the opportunity to play rugby is absolutely fantastic. And so obviously we'd like to have crowds. That'd be the number one target. But playing games without crowds is the normal at the moment, and we're enjoying the normal, mate.
Eddie, could I just ask how pleased you are to have George Ford back, and what you think he can bring late in the game from the bench? Yeah,
look, he's a very, very talented number 10. He's been a mainstay of our team. He's played 69 tests, I think. And for him to come on in the last part of the game and add his tactical nous, his tactical kicking, his goal kicking if needed, and his distribution skills is going to be very handy for us.
Was there a temptation to start him, given how good he was against Ireland earlier this year?
Well, we didn't think he was quite ready to start. He's only done 2 sessions with us, so we felt he needs some more time. But certainly, I think off the bench he'll be very handy for us.
And can I just ask about Jonathan Joseph's week? He obviously went off before half-time against Georgia, but is fit to start this weekend.
Yeah, we had a bit of a different training week this week. So Monday we had more of a extended training run than we normally have. JJ didn't train then, but then on Wednesday we had a double session. He completed both the sessions really well and is back to full fitness.
Eddie, I just wondered if you had any thoughts on the format of this tournament, whether it might be something that you might want to do again next year. I know you've not got the Southern Hemisphere teams here, but does it give it a bit more of an edge having a tournament that has a final ending that you all play towards?
Yeah, look, I think it's fantastic, mate. As I said before, we're so grateful for the opportunity to play. I think it's a different format. Every game counts because it puts you in a situation where you're either playing in the last weekend in the main game or the under 10s kickoff time. So you want to be in the main game, and that's where we're aiming to be. And we're enjoying the format greatly. Whether this takes the place of Southern Hemisphere teams coming, I think no one knows that. I don't think the medical people around the world know where we're going to be in 12 months' time. So we'll just wait and see.
Eddie, how are you? Andy Farrell's capped 8 players this season, and he's called in a rebuilding process. Do you still see this as the same Ireland-England kind of setup or rivalry that you've dealt with in the last few years?
Well, we don't. We're not in control of the Irish selection. All we're in control of is our selection. So we've picked our best team, and we're treating Ireland as an Irish team. And every Irish team I've ever coached against is committed, is hard-working, doesn't give you anything you don't deserve, and I don't expect any different from this Irish side on Saturday.
What did you make of their performance against Wales?
Well, as their coaching staff said, they were dominant. So the challenge is, can they bring a dominant Irish performance to Twickenham?